And I think right now we're just hauling like leftovers that the manufacturers had made that's in the pipeline that, you know, that's still waiting to get shipped. I don't think they're making anything else right now. So next week or the week after, there ain't gonna be nothing to haul for flatbeds. So, I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or not, but real quick, we just got loaded and tarped up. We're up here in Richmond, Virginia. This morning down in Norfolk went perfect. Couldn't have been much better. We were in and out of there in about an hour at the base, and that is awesome from the military base. So that went good. We got up here, got loaded pretty quick. I kind of took my time tarping. Got a little bit of exercise, work off some of them cheeseburgers that I got. We got about 18,000 pounds. Hopefully you guys saw, it's mainly just a bunch of crates. I believe it is parts for like a cooling tower kind of thing, something. It has something to do with the food industry. Not exactly sure what, but that's what it is. A little funny back here. There's two pieces right here, and they're big blue steel plates. They're pretty heavy. The whole load's about 18,000, but I would say the majority of the weight's sitting right there. So it's big steel plates. So we had to get a little bit creative on the tarp. So what I did, I'll make sure I don't get run over, As you can see, I put the piece of wood in the back to hold this down because this does not end smooth back here. There's a couple sharp points sticking up, and then there's another sharp point right there, and I put a piece of carpet over both of those, so I'm hoping that is good enough. You can hear the airbags leveling out in there. That's what they're doing. We just pulled out of there. One of my little patch jobs isn't quite holding up too good right there. So we'll have to work on that. But I just put a strap in the center to hold the tarps together. There's probably about that much overlapping, about right there. So looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We booked the load. We already got our reload out of North Dakota. Now it's not in North Dakota. We got to run over to Wisconsin, I think. It's about a 300-mile deadhead. Now remember, a couple videos I was talking about deadhead credits. We had a real short deadhead out of Jacksonville, and this right here was only 80-mile deadhead. So we got a couple good short deadheads. So we're gonna burn up some deadhead credits up there. We got about a 320-mile deadhead to go get it. But we're picking up a good load, pays good, going down to Houston, Texas. So we're booked up all the way till about Thursday of next week. So I think that's awesome. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna head over to Raphine, Virginia, get some fuel, top off fuel tanks, make our way over the mountains, over to Beckley, West Virginia. There's a big travel plaza in Beckley. That's where I'm planning to get to tonight. So let's get going and talk to you in a bit. All right, it's the end of the day. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. We are in Beckley, West Virginia. We made it to where I wanted to get to. Had, oh, I forgot to do that. Got an hour and...
You have 1 hour and 48 minutes of remaining drive time.
1 hour and 48 minutes left of driving. Now, we could probably get over to Charleston, South Carolina, but there ain't no parking over there, so... This place here, we got a primo parking spot too. Here, I'm gonna turn you this way, and you guys can look down the. So, this is like the front back row, if that makes sense. And up here where the curb is, if you park where these trucks are a little further down, trucks park on that curb right there, and it makes it really hard to get out sometimes. So we are right on the corner. So we're right at the corner. That's the exit right there. So we got a primo parking spot. Nobody will park in front of us. But anyway. So we're going to North Dakota. I haven't been to North Dakota in a while. This load that we picked up today, we didn't have anything going into Norfolk. And if you go back, we had a load a couple days ago, but it canceled. So anyway, we didn't have no load. So I was watching the board with Katie. But when I don't have loads, I start looking at everything. And this load was actually supposed to load yesterday. And I called Katie and I said, hey, why don't you talk to them and see if they'll let me load it today? And at first they were like, no. And then they couldn't get nobody to do it because this was supposed to be 8-foot tarps. And nobody wanted to mess with it because it was 8-foot tarps. And as you saw, it's only a 4-foot tarp. So anyway, she said, yeah, you know, can you still have it there on Monday? And I said, yeah. So anyway, we took it to North Dakota. And then I told Katie, look way out of North Dakota. And she said, well, they got a Houston load. Let's do a Houston. So anyway, next week, if we get to Houston, we'll probably get to Houston on Thursday. Next week will be a good week too. This has been a good week. You know, this week here was a good week. And with everything going on, like right now, I'm just trying to grab money with everything going on. And that was why, you know, I was like, let's go to North Dakota. Because you don't know, next week could come along Monday and everything else fall apart. So that was one reason why I grabbed this load here, because it paid good. And you guys hear me talk about chasing the money sometimes. And I told Katie when I called her yesterday, I said, you want to chase some money? And she goes, what do you see? And because she knew I was looking at something. And that's what this load here. But I've been out 5 weeks. I haven't. When all this started up, it was just about time for me to go home. But you know, me and Teresa talked about it, and you know, we don't know what the future, even now we don't know what 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4 weeks is going to look like. And I think right now we're just hauling like leftovers that the manufacturers had made, that's in the pipeline, that, you know, that's still waiting to get shipped. I don't think they're making anything else right now. So next week or the week after, there ain't gonna be nothing to haul for flatbeds. So, I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or not, but hopefully, you know, everybody will start getting back to work here pretty soon, start manufacturing again. But that was kind of why, you know, me and Teresa talked about it, stay out a little bit longer, was that I don't know what's going on. So stay out, work as long as you can till either one of us gets sick or something. Or you know, I owe a lot of credit to Teresa. She's holding up the homestead pretty good and taking care of everything, and she's got herself set up at the house. So she's been staying pretty isolated at the house and just makes the occasional trip to stock up. Brittany, my daughter, she's doing good. Real proud of her. She took care of herself. She got all stocked up. She's kind of fortunate. Her employer is still working. Now we're in Arizona, so the rules are a little different out there right now, but it could change. Don't know. In the county that we live in Arizona, there's only 2 cases in the whole county right now, but like I said, that could change. Anyway, what else is going on? I think that's it. That's it. It's the end of the week. They got showers here. They're usually pretty nice. I'm gonna take my stuff, walk in there and see if they got any showers. And you know, I got my little hand sanitizer and my gloves and my disinfectant wipes, and you know, I try to do everything that I can to stay healthy. But we'll see how it goes. All right, we got a lot of driving this weekend. From right here, we got about 1,200, 1,300 miles to go. So we need to knock out about 1,100 miles by Sunday night. Monday morning we'll wake up, knock out a little bit in the morning. That'll get us there to deliver. So that's my plan. That's my plan. All right, that's it. Had a good week. Everything's holding up okay. We're hoping next week is going to be okay. And talk to you later. Thanks for watching.